Yeah, warm welcome also from me. My name is Inken, and I'm very happy to see all of you. And I'm very grateful to co-create this beautiful session, another powerful session, Sunday session of the Light Warrior Collective with all of you together. We love and enjoy to hold a safe space of empowerment, of inner work, of self-care, and of nourishing connections for all of you. And every Sunday at the same time, we open the Zoom and we open our hearts for you. And we are here to connect and to be and to slow down before our week kicks off. So thank you very much for joining us today. And I would like to give a big shout out to all the years of special guests. We have a long history of special guests, and you can just check our YouTube channel as there's plenty of replays for you, where you find a huge variety of wonderful guest speakers, of friends that have gifted us with their own creations for the Lightwear Collective. And one of these very special ones, she's a longtime friend of all of us, and such a unique being and light, especially for me, is Anna. My friends, you are so much. You are a coach, an incredible coach. You are an RTT specialist. You are a mom of four, which is incredible. And you're such a light for me. You always make my heart smile. And I'm deeply grateful for the soul bond that we have with each other. And I love when you come to us. I love when you share your wisdom because I feel really you bring this beautiful melting of art, your photography, and your energy together that is so rich and so empowering and such a wisdom that I always love to listen to that. And that you are here today with us is a gift. She keeps coming back, guys. It's really it's amazing to have her. You are already part of our core family, and I just I stop. I can talk for hours about you, but I stop. And I just, with all my love, I hand it over to you so you can introduce your topic for today and we can get started. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, lovely Inka. Yeah, just as I said on the beginning, like you gave me such a love shower that it's hard to start speaking. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You did teach me receiving, which is like a huge lesson for me personally. So this community is just this beautiful, lovely space that we received for many years. And it's like just such pleasure to learn from all of you. And thank you for sharing the knowledge with me because I did grow through the years with all of you together. I think from the first time we met till now, we all made a different step in the growth, into the evolution. And some of you inspire me to do some stuff. Some of you inspire me to create some stuff. Like some of you are like I have them on daily contact because you became my family and appreciation for that. So for the one that don't know me, I'm Anna. I joined the Mind Valley community some five years ago when I met many of these lovely people. And since then, like it's a continuous journey of evolution. But why I decide today to go with the inner artist is a special point because like it was very brief and Inka said like, will you come? Exactly this weekend. And I was like, okay, I'm coming. But the topic, and I was like, I can teach what I know based on knowledge, which I love doing. But at the same time, the point when I'm really me, it's like the freedom of the artist I hold since I was a child. It's not something that I learn now. It's not something that like it's of course I grow with the lessons, classes, the art I'm creating, but because I allow myself art to be a part of my growth. Art was not always there. I was as a child, like my parents like did approach me and coach me to go into financials. I believe many of you have similar stories or any kind of profitable school for them, which is nothing bad. But in the same time, I started believing that artists are only the people that study art, like that finish University of Art. And I did stop myself for multiple years of drawing, writing, creating poetry, which was a beautiful part of my life when I was a child. And then, like, all of this was like suddenly gone. And then, after I gave birth to my first son, and I wanted to teach him to become what he want to be. And I realized, like, what I will tell him, like, oh, I was like drawing, then I stopped because it's not profitable. Or you can create any kind of poetry you like in your life, but like that's not making money. Like, like I found myself into a conflict of something that what I believe and what I want to say is not going in one alignment. And the one that are like in hypnosis or coaching know like that we discover the inner values and then we go with it. So my lack of clarity there caused me to go like really inwards and start asking myself, why did I stop drawing? Why did I stop writing poetry? Or any kind of art, because art is like really something very big. So I'm going to share my screen with you because I prepared a small presentation with all of you. The first point is breaking free from the limiting beliefs. And the only space that I decide I'm gonna go for art, although like I'm gonna start like studying any kind of art, was breaking free from my limiting belief that it need to be going with everything that my parents told me. So you will see the pictures. All pictures are created in Cappadocia, except the one with me. Why did I choose these pictures? Because they are pieces of art that someone else created. And these pieces of art are something that like we all love. And people make profit on this. But do we see the point of creating the art and feeling free? So I want you to just see through the pictures, the colors of the amazing space. For me, like that was like a new discovery, how much art you can see into the buildings, into this like stuff that like people made with their hands. It's just like the beauty of who we are as a humanity. And it did allow me to break some of my own limiting beliefs because with the pictures I can show you where I have been, how I did like experience the place and why it's important to me. So I'm gonna send, yeah, like why? Oh, there is someone waiting. Okay, so we're going with the next slide. I cannot move it by some reason. You see, I'm not a technical
If you
person.
click on the screen.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I can see now. Okay. The start of my journey. So when I was thinking about to start with art, like the one that know me more know that like in before giving birth to my fourth daughter, I did apply first time for art university. And I got accepted by a huge academy in Canada, which I was dreaming of for a long time. But eventually I didn't got the visa because I come from a third world country, which was like not aligned with the profile of people they are accepting. And then my dreams got broken. And the start of my journey was like full with discouragement, which I transmute into something beautiful because I decided like they can stop me on some way, but nobody gonna tell me what I can really do and what's possible for me. And then COVID hits, and I started taking all kinds of courses, and eventually, like there were courses of photography popping up online, and there was a picture that really triggered something in me, and I decided like I will learn this. So when I went to my husband and wanted to tell him that I would become a photographer, he really laughed like at me, like you, like really, like are you serious? So when you think about some kind of art, how many people can tell you like you can do many things, but you can never become an artist? And that's a block by itself. So I didn't listen to my husband, thanks God. Like I really didn't. And I went for all these classes. So I started learning step by step to today. So I can become the photographer I am today. And there was a beautiful story I saw then, like it was about two fishermen that were fishing. And there was like the best friends. They decided they're gonna fish. And one of them said, like, okay, I'm going home, I'm gonna study and see you in a half a year. We're gonna meet at this lake and I'm gonna show you everything I have learned. And the other one said, like, no, I'm gonna start trying. And he went, he take some piece of wood, then he take a rope, and like the rope broke and many things went wrong, but he was going there daily. So in half a year they're meeting, and the one that learned everything and what was prepared with the full equipment, with the full everything that was needed, had the knowledge, but didn't have any practice. The other friend that was practicing from the day one, he already got a place for fighting the fish. He had 5 other people that were learning from him, and he learned by mistakes. And that was the story that did encourage me. Like, I will make mistakes. I will be this clumsy person that is going to break the wood, the rope, or whatever is needed on the way. But what if I wait 5 more years in order to learn all the sets of the camera or anything to nail it till perfection? Will that make me a better artist so I can present myself in front of people? And it's a possibility. And I believe many of you have this perfection need at the background, but I don't need perfection. It needs emotion and it needs love. So the moment of feeling lost, I felt like I was already 35 when I started. And I was already feeling like, who's gonna believe in me? And we all need the community. So I found you guys. Some of you encouraged me on the daily steps. It encouraged me to shift my beliefs. It showed me that you also struggle with the similar stuff, just as I was, and that it's possible. So because of mistakes, like some of the beautiful pieces of art are created at the background, and it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's creative. It's not put it on some levels or some reasons. So that's something that happened to all of us. And then rediscovering my passion. So I did rediscover my passion because my biggest like love is towards people. So I was growing with working with people, but I was always lacking this piece of self-expression. So art is a piece of my self-expression because I can only then capture what I really see in you. We can speak like we are many of us vocabulary, like we are rich with words, but sometimes we all need someone else to show us how we really look. Like I had the latest photo shoot with Kasha here, like my friend from my photography school. Like she did show me what she see in me, and that's a gift. That's something very like allowing others to see you with their eyes. It's a gift that I discover as one of the biggest gifts that I can give as a gift to others. So I could speak a lot, I can coach a lot, but like when I have the camera in my hands and I can really show you what I see in you, I can go to a higher level. So camera became my own tool, but I believe you all have something special because this is just a piece of me, so you can encourage what you really see in yourself. The turning point, I think we all get to the turning point when we go really low. And that's like somehow as a humans, like we need to experience a lot. And nobody told us that life is one linear. The heart go up and down, and just as that, my life go up and down. But there was also a story about Australian Shepherd. You can see the commentary about that. It's really, really beautiful. It's an old man that was 60 something years old, and he was following a lot of stuff like how they are developing. But primary, he had the potatoes on the field and he had a lot of sheep. When the sheep were lost, he will run behind them for days to capture them and bring them to the place where they started with his family. And One day he just read that like there is an event that they need to run a certain amount of kilometers without start for days. And he decided like, okay, I never did anything different than my life here. I'm gonna start and I'm gonna go for this race. And I relate to that, like how many of us think like our life is on repetition. We need something different. But do we need to learn something different, or we can use the skills we already have? So this shepherd, as the way it was, as the way he was dressed, he went to this race. And there were many people racing there. They were all laughing at him. He was not dressed professionally. He was not trained professionally. He didn't have the exclusive pants, clothes, drinks, the coach there. And they were like all making reels, videos of him, like really laughing at him very loud. But like he didn't know what is this about. And at some point someone asked him, like, do you really came here to earn the prize? And he asked, like, can I earn a prize? And it was like some 10,000 Australian dollars. And he said, like, that's a lot of potatoes. Because in his life, he earned all the money on selling potatoes. And then like they all started. They laughed at him the first day because his way of running was not official. It was not something that anyone know. They laughed at him the way he was walking, anything. It was so funny to them. They left the second day, the third day, and then he noticed that they are going for breaks and to sleep. And he decided like he gonna make his alarm, but he made a mistake. He wanted to sleep 5 hours, but he made a mistake. He slept 2 hours. And he saw his body is fully functioning. And he was running, and he was running, and he was running. And how many of us have a skills that we are not allowing us to share with the world because we think we are not perfect, or we are not enough, or we all wait for perfection, right? And then like he continued running. At some point, he starts seeing the people that he saw in the beginning. He starts imagining that this guy is close to him, and he continued running. And when he came, like to some point that his body was already so exhausted and so feeling low, he was thinking, I'm not gonna do it. Like they all told me I'm not gonna succeed. Even the people at his village were laughing at him. He starts seeing all these like ugly shadows of him following him on the journey. And I'm gonna ask you, like, do you see the shadows when you are trying to do something? I have the shadows when I'm posting anytime on Instagram or any social media or any fear I did project in my life because I was afraid. But he continued walking. By the end, like he was the first person, or on the end, he did one, but he didn't just one. He had 2 days difference from all the other people before him with years. So it means that by not knowing and following his own instinct, he went not just further, he broke the record. And then the next person was 7 hours after him. So if you're the first person breaking the cycle and you are winning, the other people follow you. So imagine how many people on the journey you will inspire. So the next person made a day and 7 hours life. Everybody were motivated. There is even a technique now calling the shepherd's run because it came up as his way of walking, running was more successful than any other athlete before. So just now imagine if you share your art or any kind of inner voice that you have as a child, how many things you will inspire and how many people you will inspire. But please don't wait till 63 as the shepherd did because we don't need that in any way. So just start inspiring. And yeah, breaking free from our limiting beliefs. That's what I said now. And just like if you believe that in order you to start taking pictures, you need a professional camera. You need, like, it's not true. All you need is the love for something. Or start writing a song or anything. Like just let the speed go. Let your heart get open and be there present. Yeah. Your happiness lies in the things that light you up. So when I take pictures, like Inc can experience it and Despina, like I'm just happy. Like I don't think if this will be perfect. I don't think because like of course there are things that can happen. The wind, the sun, like the rain, you cannot predict that. Like you can literally not. But like if you're happy at the moment in the space where something will lift you up and light you up, you're just creating. You're just creating something more than you are, and others see it. It see like they can just feel it. And imagine like if you can inspire your niece, your children, like your cousins, your best friend. It really doesn't matter who. If you just impress them to make one step further into their own happiness, into their own inner child artist, and you will see you will be happy and they will be happy, and happiness is definitely contagious. And what I like, there are many people in this group like which are very spiritual, I know, and like we all believe in frequency. We all believe in like there is a certain radio that our voice play when we speak, and like even if the person next to me is 10 times better than me, my frequency touch the people which are on my level. They like you cannot capture the radio before or after. You're just on one line. You can when you evolve, but why not to inspire the people that are on your level? Why not to give them a motivation to become better than they are? Why not to share your heart? Because you can do it always, and you can always uplift others. So that's something. So this is the closing call. Like I want, like I'm gonna guide you through a small meditation, but I'm gonna also ask you. You don't need to do it initially with closed eyes. You don't need even like just feel it. And while I'm speaking, I'm gonna ask you. I put here food. The lady was making like a masterpiece of her own. She was cooking. But like allow yourself, the artist within you, with the words I will share, to bring you to the space that you need to be, that you can allow the artist within you to start creating something that's gonna inspire others, that's gonna create something that you're like willing to share. And I was listening to them today to one of the very known poets, and he said like he didn't know he can inspire by poetry. He didn't know he can share the quantum physics beliefs through poetry. And like you can do absolutely anything. You can bridge anything you are and anything with your inner artist. Because the inner artists really know you. Who are you? Why you are here? And the purpose. And I believe the kind of art we are here to create, even if that's cooking for your people around in the house, putting the food beautifully, or that's something that it's like just walking in the nature or putting the stones into order. That's something that your inner artists know. And we are not anymore judged by the people that told us as children we cannot do it. We don't have the same teachers. Our parents are quite old now, so we don't, like many of us don't live with them anymore, or even if we live, like we have our own rights for our own opinion. And we cannot teach anyone what we are not. Just as I shared in the beginning, I couldn't teach my son to become who he really is if I don't become who I really am. So I'm gonna ask you now, like just sit comfortably. I'm gonna switch my picture just because you can focus on my voice. I don't want like any of you like really, but like I'm gonna switch my picture and I'm gonna read. So just close your eyes and take a deep breath and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Feel your body softening. Now I'm gonna count. I'm gonna count from 10 to 1. And as the numbers will be shrinking, you will go deeper and deeper into centering yourself and connection with yourself. Just feel your body relax for a moment. And then the outside world will slowly fade away. Hear your breath. Is it soft? What kind of thoughts you came here? Going a sense of peace, which is coming upon you with the number 7. With the number 6, you're safe here. This is a safe place. So we're gonna reconnect with our inner artist and we go deeper and deeper. The number 4, you're feeling that everything around you is quiet and still. With the number 3, trust the moment. And 2, we are almost there. With the number 1, we are already connected with ourselves. And just I'm gonna ask you to imagine standing in a peaceful place. Peaceful place for you. The place that make you smile. The place that gonna meet your younger self. Imagine your younger self coming towards you and giving you a hand. And they're giving them small hand, warm, happy. So you can walk together. You can walk together into the happy childhood memory when you were a creator. With every step, a memory unfolds. Your favorite toy, the laugh, the places that you felt free. For some of you, gonna be home. For some of you, it's gonna be nature. Some of you, it's a place that I don't know, but it's important to be aligned with you. The important thing is just see the colors. How are you feeling when you have the little you near you? What is the sound you feel in your soul? Have you seen how happy this little child is because it's near you and it can see how you beautifully grow up? She is here or he is here to erase the creativity within you. And you're together arriving to a large book, your childhood book, full of memories of your art. I'm going to ask you together to open the book. What do you see? Do you see drawings? Do you see words? Do you see colors? Which piece of this it was the favorite point? Take a bit of time, slide the pages. Feel the joy, the curiosity of the art that you show someone, or the art that you hide. That piece of creativity is always within you. It's making you smile even today. Even when you cannot recall in your conscious mind, the subconscious know you're an artist. You're here. You're waiting to be found so you can start listening to your own soul and keep creating. I'm going to ask you to watch now. Move from the book and watch the little one, watching her or his eyes. And say, thank you for reminding me who I truly am. Hug them. Feel the joy. There is no more judgment. You're here and you're carrying the light within you. That's the inner artist that was always there and it will always be there because you're an art by itself and you're here to create. So I'm gonna slowly count back. Feel your body. Feel this beautiful body that you're holding now. Bring back the joy you just felt a moment ago. I'm going to ask you to smile because you know you're a creator. Connect to your inner child once again. Then breathe. Inhale, exhale with the number 4. With the number 5, just gently move so you can feel the surrounding. You can hear voices. And just feel the present. With the number 7, open your heart. Number 8, you are willing your fingers and you know you can create anything. And just smile softly. Smile. With the number 10, refresh and inspire better than before. Just come back in the room. And I'm going to give you like 3 minutes. So you can all write or draw or whatever come to you, whatever you want. So it will not expire before we start speaking. So till 40, you have the time to write. And afterwards, you can ask me questions about any point. Yeah, seeing that they are just 3 minutes before our logical brain kick in and tell us we're not good enough to create. So that's why I'm giving you a 3 minutes time. Okay, the time is done. So I'm gonna let you feel free to ask questions or give me feedback.